Welcome to Beyond Sight Voiceover Mastery with Antonio De Lillis. Dive into a world of computer empowerment using voiceover, perfect for individuals facing challenges like dyslexia and visual impairments. Master voiceover, boost independence, and join our supportive community. Loaded with practicality, inclusivity, and empowerment, let's revolutionize your digital world. Come join us beyond sight. Join now and navigate your tech world with confidence, regaining your digital independence.
Hello everybody, welcome back to your lesson 2 on how to use the voiceover with me, Antonio. Right, so on your lesson 1, we learned that by pressing the VO keys plus the letter K, so Control Option K,
starting keyboard help, type keys to hit Control.
We can toggle that keyboard help so we can learn our keys. Have you done your homework? If so, press VOK again quick.
Option, Control, K, stopping keyboard help.
To stop the keyboard help. And also we learned that Command F5 or Command Touch ID 3 times.
Voiceover off.
Toggles the voiceover off and on.
Voiceover on system settings. Voiceover window.
And we said that if you want to stop the voiceover to talk,
open voice.
You can press the control button. Okay? Right. The first time that you open your voiceover,
open voiceover utility, open voiceover training,
you will end up here to the voiceover training. Now, I've done it back in the days, so there is one way you can just say to your computer, well, every time you toggle the voiceover on, there's no need, to go to the training. We can skip that part. And that's why mine doesn't get here.
Open voiceover training.
To the voiceover training. But this is what we are going to explore today. What happens when you turn the voiceover on for the very first time? Yeah, you will end up in a, oh no, what's going on? So let's get there, right? So I'm mimicking what happens when you turn the voiceover on for the very first time. And here it comes.
The VoiceOver Quick Start. In this quick start, you'll learn VoiceOver basics, as well as important VoiceOver commands to help you navigate on your Mac and use apps. You can exit the quick start at any time and finish it later. To advance through the quick start panels now, use the arrow keys located to the right of the main keyboard keys. On a portable computer they are located in the bottom right corner of the keyboard. The up arrow and down arrow keys are positioned one above the other, with the left arrow and right arrow keys on either side. Now continue to the next panel by pressing the right arrow key. To exit at any time, press the escape key. Panel 1 of 21.
Okay, we have 21 panels we need to go through together, and this is going to be quick. I will let the voiceover talk so you can follow exactly to what I'm doing, okay? So basically, we know where the arrow keys are, so press the right arrow now.
Practice what you learn. Many quick start panels include an area where you can use voiceover to practice the commands you just learned about on the panel. The quick start plays a sound to indicate when practice begins and ends. When voiceover starts and is ready for practice, you will hear the following sound. When voiceover stops, you will hear the following sound. Now continue to the next panel by pressing the right arrow key. Panel 2 of 21.
Okay, so I hope everything was clear. Let's move on with the right arrow.
The voiceover modifier. You enter voiceover commands by pressing the voiceover modifier and one or more other keys. You can set the voiceover modifier to be the caps lock key or the control and option keys pressed at the same time. By default, you can use either as the voiceover modifier. You can change the voiceover modifier in voiceover utility. The caps lock key is the third key up from the bottom on the left edge of the keyboard. The option key is the second key to the left of the space bar. The control key is immediately to the left of the option key. On a keyboard with numeric keypad, the Option and Control keys are also available as the second and third keys to the right of the space bar. During this quick start, when you need to enter a voiceover command, you will hear something like press VO right arrow, which means press and hold the voiceover modifier, then press the right arrow key. For example, you press and hold the caps lock key, then press the right arrow key. Now continue to the next panel by pressing the right arrow key. Panel 3 of 21.
And let's do that. Let's press the right arrow. So, by the way, let me tell you something quickly here. The VO modifier, so VO keys, right? By default, it's Control Option. Basically, what the voice has told us is that we can change that if we want, and we can use the caps lock. I personally don't like it, but I know many blind who love the caps lock, and one day I'll teach you how to change that in the VoiceOver utility. So let's move on with the right arrow.
Keyboard help. VoiceOver provides keyboard help for learning about the keys on your keyboard. After you start keyboard help, just press a key to hear its name. If you press the VoiceOver modifier at the same time, you hear the name of the VoiceOver command assigned to that key and a brief description of the command. Use VoiceOver now to start keyboard help. Press VOK. When you've finished, press the escape key to exit keyboard help and return to the quick start. Then press the right arrow key to continue to the next panel.
Okay, and this is exactly what we've done on our lesson 1. Yeah, we have toggled that keyboard help already, and we know how to do it. So once again, VOK, and then you can learn your keys. That's so important. That's why it's here. So important. So you can do it again. But again, once you finish, let's move on together with the right arrow and see if we can learn more.
Move around the screen. To move the VoiceOver cursor, press the VoiceOver modifier while pressing the up, down, left or right arrow key. As the cursor moves, you hear a description of the item it moves to. On screen, the VoiceOver cursor appears as a rectangular outline around the item. Use VoiceOver now to navigate around the practice area below. When you've finished, continue to the next panel by pressing the right arrow key.
So that's the practice, and we can move.
VoiceOver on VoiceOver Quick Start. Move around the screen, window, show all comments, has keyboard focus.
Okay, so with VO down, so Control and Option, I'm using the right key. So I'm holding those two buttons down, and then I'm using the right key in combination.
Hide all comments.
Hide all comment. If I click again,
Settings.
settings,
Announce alert messages settings unticked.
that's unticked,
Speak selected text settings unticked.
unticked,
Speak text under the mouse settings unticked.
etc., etc.
Learn more.
Learn more.
Set option. Quit. Go back. Continue. Panel 5 of 2-1. Panel 5 of 2-1. Continue. Go back.
Yeah. So that's how you navigate. Holding those keys, the VO keys,
Quit. Set option.
and using the right or left
Learn.
arrow.
Speaks. Announce alert. Set it. Hide all. Show all. Comment. To move the VoiceOver cursor, press the VoiceOver modifier while pressing the up, down, left or right. Move around the screen. To move comment. Settings.
And once you are happy with, okay, I know what's on the screen there, press the right key to move to the next panel.
Announce alert messages settings unticked. Speak selected. Speak. Learn more. Arrow.
Adjust the voice. You can choose a different voice to use in VoiceOver, or change the voice's rate, pitch and volume. To start, hold down VO Command Shift and press the right arrow key several times until you hear the voice setting you want to change. To increase the settings value, hold down VO Command Shift and press the up arrow key. To decrease the value, hold down VO Command Shift and press the down arrow key. Use VoiceOver now to change the voice or adjust its settings. When you've finished, continue to the next panel by pressing the right arrow key.
So, VO command.
VoiceOver on VoiceOver Quick Start. Adjust the voice window. Continue. Has keyboard focus.
VO command Shift. right arrow.
Volume 45%.
That's the volume of the voiceover. And I'm holding with my left hand
Continue.
Control, Option, Command, and Shift while
Volume 45%.
and I'm still there with my left hand. Bit of gymnastic. If I want to increase the volume,
50%.
I'm holding with the right hand those 4 keys plus
55%.
the up arrow.
66, 8, 100%.
And it gets quite loud. Oh, wow. Okay, let's go back to it. We were at 45%. So I'm still holding those 4 keys, but now I'm pressing the down arrow.
85, 70, 65%.
Per, in 5% increment per time. So
60%.
60, then it goes down to 55.
55%.
50,
45%.
So if I keep those 4, Control, Option, Command, Shift, and then the right arrow.
Rail table, English,
That's another
unified
parameter
system.
we can change, but I'm never used it, so I'm not gonna change it. And if I go to the right,
Language, English.
Language, you can choose like
Automatically detect
automatic.
language.
So I'm still holding those keys, and now up and down.
English.
Italiano.
Italiano. But this tutorial is in English, so let me go back to
English. Voice.
right,
Martha, United Kingdom.
I can change what voice I want to use. So this is Martha.
Grandpa, United
Grandpa,
Kingdom.
United Kingdom.
Martha.
Reed, United Kingdom.
Martha,
like
United Kingdom.
So I'm gonna stick to this. You can browse and see if there is any.
Grandma, Flo, United. Eddie, United Kingdom.
Daniel Enhanced, United
So I'm gonna go
Kingdom.
back to Martha.
Eddie,
Still
Flo,
holding those 4
United
keys, guys, yeah?
Kingdom. Grandpa.
Martha, United. Rate 35%.
Rate 35%. I can go slower.
10%. 5%. 1%. 1%.
This is quite slow though, quite boring. But
5.
it can go up to 100%.
100%. 30%. Rate 100%.
Can you understand what's going on? Well, I use this the voiceover at 100% most of the time. If I'm reading books though, I'll drop it dramatically because I want to understand every single word.
70%, 65%, 55%, 50%, 45%, 40%, 35%.
That's where we were, okay? So we can all understand what's going on. And I'm still holding those 4 keys with my left hand. And now the right arrow.
Pitch 30%.
Pitch 30%. I'll leave it there.
Volume
And
45%.
volume, that's where we were. So I'm removing those 4 keys. So I'm, lifting my
Continue.
fingers and pressing the right key.
Select controls. You use the voiceover cursor to interact with tick boxes, radio buttons, pop-up menus and other on-screen controls. To select a control, press VO spacebar. To show the items in a pop-up menu, press VO spacebar. To select an item in the menu, navigate to it, then press VO spacebar. Use VoiceOver now to navigate and select controls in the practice area below. When you've finished, continue to the next panel by pressing the right arrow key.
Okay, so
VoiceOver on VoiceOver Quick Start. Select Controls window. Cell grid unticked has keyboard focus.
finally, welcome to probably one of the most, if not the most important key or key sequence, which is VO and then the space bar. VO space is like clicking on something with your mouse if you're coming from the sighted perspective or using a computer. So that's absolutely your most important tool. So VO are pressed and I'm moving around with the arrow keys.
Solid lines unticked. Column headings unticked. Row headings unticked.
Can you hear that? It's telling us, oh, there's one thing, and then
Column headings unticked.
so let's say in a form, you got option, all right? Would you like to A, B, C, or D?
Row headings unticked.
It says, option B, whatever it's called, and unticked. To tick, option space, and listen.
Ticked.
It says ticked. Now, this will work most of the times, but not always. But that's for later. For now, don't worry. Every time you find something you want to click to or select, VO space. Let's see what other things we got here.
For new documents use. Rich text. You are currently on a selected radio button.
You see? That's my selected radio button.
Plain text. Quit. Go back. Rich for new row heading, column headings unticked. Cell showed you use the select controls. Select you cell.
And that's it. That's all we got there. So because I've explored everything and clicked or ticked something and I'm happy with it, press the right arrow.
Type in text fields. You enter information in text fields. Most text fields have labels located above or beside them. Move the VoiceOver cursor to a label to learn about the text field and the type of information to enter in the field. When you type in a text field, you hear each letter as you type it. When you type in a secure text field, such as a password field, the characters are not spoken. Use VoiceOver now to read the labels for the text fields in the practice area below, and then move the cursor to the text fields to enter text. When you've finished, continue to the next panel by pressing the right arrow key.
VoiceOver on VoiceOver Quick Start. Type in text fields. Window. Name has keyboard.
Okay, type in text fields. So let's explore VO. So Control Option, and let me go all the way down to the left.
You enter information in text fields. Most text fields have labels located above or beside.
Okay, we know this.
Type your name.
Type your name.
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 Type a sample password. Name.
So once in there, start typing.
A-N-T-O-O. Antonio.
Ah, it works. And if I want to delete, space bar. No, sorry, the backspace.
O-I-O-T-N-A. Type your name. A-N-T-O-I-O. Type Antonio. Name.
See, it works, okay? So it's reading. And again, you have to know where the A-N-T-O for your name, etc. So all the letters are really important, and how to delete, okay, which is the backspace.
Type a sample password.
Oh, type a sample password, okay.
Password.
Password here. So let's see if it's telling us what letter I'm pressing. No. So that's the noise you hear, right?
Quit. 7 characters.
And
Password.
It's only telling us, oh, it's a 7-character password. You can delete it.
Type a sample password. Type a password.
And you can write it again. Yep. Practice, practice, practice. That's really important. And let's move on to the next one.
Interact with elements. Some elements can contain other elements, such as a toolbar that contains buttons. VoiceOver simplifies navigation by moving to these top-level elements, then letting you decide whether to explore the elements within. When you hear an element of interest, such as a table, you can stop and interact with it. When you do, the VoiceOver cursor stays within the element's boundaries, until you stop interacting with it. To start interacting with an element, press VO Shift down arrow. Then to navigate within the element, use VO and the arrow keys. To stop interacting with it, press VO Shift up arrow. Use VoiceOver now to interact with the toolbar in the practice area below. When you've finished, continue to the next panel by pressing the right arrow key.
Okay.
VoiceOver on VoiceOver Quick Start.
I'll stop it with Control and let's explore this.
Some elements can contain other elements, such as a toolbar that contains buttons. VoiceOver simplifies navigation by moving to these top-level elements, then letting you decide whether to explore the toolbar. Quit. Go back. Toolbar.
Okay, so we have
Toolbar.
the toolbar. So with VO left,
Interact with element.
that's the name of the panel or slide.
Some elements can contain
Then the explanation, which we heard already.
toolbar.
Then we have this toolbar. And now listen to the sound. So when I'm to the first and second here,
Some element toolbar. Some interact with elements.
can you hear that when I go to the toolbar, the sound that makes it slightly different? Listen.
Some element toolbar. Some
Listen again.
Some elements can contain
this sound and
toolbar.
this sound. And it's telling you toolbar. So you can interact with the toolbar. So if you move to the right,
Quit.
then you have the quit. So to quit the how it's called? The training.
Go back.
Then the go back,
Continue.
continue,
Panel 9 of 2-1.
and the panel. By the way, guys, we're going to split this tutorial
Panel
in
9
two. So we're going to do another one and then we stop.
Panel 9 of 2-1. Go back. Quit. Toolbar.
So in this toolbar, you see nothing. But if you interact with VO, shift and the down arrow,
In toolbar.
we are
5
now in toolbar and it's telling us that there are
items. Get mail.
5 items. So let's explore to the left.
Get mail.
Get used to another sound. That's the sound of
Get mail.
there's nothing. If you keep going to the left,
Get
there's
mail.
nothing more. Okay? So you have this get mail.
New message.
If I move to the right, VO right, new message,
New note.
new note,
New todo.
new todo must be to do,
Colors.
and colors.
Colors.
I don't know if can I?
Get
So
mail.
can you press on these things?
You are currently on a button inside a
That's a button. If I press VO space, of course this is just training, so it's nothing is happening.
new mess. Get mail.
Yeah, but that's how you do it, yeah?
Colors. Color. Stop. New todo. Colors.
Yeah, so
New
that's how you interact with things, nested, if you will, things. And then if you want to go back, so you see, if I go to the right,
colors.
to the right of colors, there's nothing, but to the left
New
of
get mail.
get mail, there's nothing. So how do I go back to where I was? So you need to stop interacting with the toolbar. And the voice told us how to do it. You have to press VO, shift, and this time the up arrow.
Out of toolbar.
And now we are out of toolbar. So to get inside, it's VO shift down.
In toolbar.
In toolbar. To escape, so to stop interactive, VO shift and up.
Out of toolbar.
Out of toolbar. And now we can press the right arrow to continue. And this will be most likely the last slide for now.
Navigate in tables. When you interact with tables in documents and web pages, you navigate vertically and horizontally using the voiceover commands you have already learned. VO and the arrow keys. To read tables by column, row or cell, you use other voiceover commands. To read a table column, press VOCC. To read a row, press VORR. To read the column header, VOC. To read the row header, VOR. Use VoiceOver now to navigate and read the table in the practice area. When you've finished, continue to the next panel by pressing the right arrow key.
VoiceOver on.
I'll stop the voiceover with the control. So this is tables.
Navigate in tables. When you interact with table, row 13 of 13. 1-3, Korean, 6, selected.
Okay, so
Quit. Table.
yeah, there's only this table. So when we go to the table, now listen, this is exactly the same noise that we encountered when we explored the toolbar just a while ago.
When
Listen,
you enter table, row
that
13.
one. So it means that we can go inside it with VO shift and down arrow. But listen what it says.
When you table, row 13 of 13. 1-3, Korean, 6, selected.
So it's telling us that there are row 13 of 13. So if we go inside here, we are going to be in the last row at the bottom. So imagine, the tables, there are rows and columns. We are at row 13. And I'm not sure, I don't remember, but let's see if we can move to row 12 or 11, 10, etc., etc. So I will interact with VO shift and down arrow.
In table, row 13 of 13. 1-3, Korean, 6, selected. 1-3.
Okay, if I go VO up, will I hear row 12?
1-2.
No, just 1, 2, so 12. And if I go up, will I hear 1, 1?
1-1.
Yeah, and then if I go VO up,
1-0.
1, 0,
9,
9,
8,
8.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1.
So I'm at the very top of that table now, and if I go VO right,
English.
I will hear this.
English, French,
French. If I go down.
German, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, Dutch, Swedish, Norwegian, Danish, Finnish, Chinese, Korean.
And if I go right to Korean.
6.
6. I don't know what this is.
7.
I'm going up.
6, 9, 7, 5, 1, 7, 7, 6, 7.
And let's investigate the other two key commands that were discussed there. VOCC. So VOCC.
7, 6, 6, 7, 7.
So it's going to
1,
read
0,
the column
5,
from the top
7,
to the bottom.
9.
I'll
6.
stop the voiceover. Let me try just VOC once. Nothing.
7.
So if I press C on its own, it's telling me the column. And if I press the R on its own, what happens? Nothing. VO right, so VOR
12.
and VORR.
12.
Yeah, so it's not doing
1, 3.
what it's supposed to, but it's okay.
Korea 6. China, Danish, Norwegian, Swedish, Dutch, Portuguese, Italian 7, 6. Portuguese.
Okay, so this table is really little, that's why. Okay, I get it.
Italian
So there's only
5.
3 columns and 13 rows. So there is, the first column is the number.
Italian
Italian is the column in the center.
7.
And then another number 7. I don't know what this is, just to give you something, but, nothing important. When you finish, VO space, VO shift and up arrow.
Out of table.
And then press right key.
Select a date and time. To change a date or time, first interact with the date or time field. To move to the setting you want to change, such as the month or hour, press VO right arrow or VO left arrow. To increase or decrease the settings value, press VO up arrow or VO down arrow. When you've finished, stop interacting with the field. Use VoiceOver now to select a date and time in the practice area below. When you've finished, continue to the next panel by pressing the right arrow key.
VoiceOver.
Okay, I'll stop the voiceover. I'll explore this panel.
Select a date and time.
Select a date and time. So let's see what we got on the screen.
To change a date or time.
That's, instructions.
Enter a date.
Enter a date.
1-2 February 198. Enter a time. 08 hour. Quit. Go back. Continue. Panel 1 of 2 1. Go 0.
Okay, we don't have much as
Enter
usual.
1-2 Feb. Enter to change a date or enter a date.
Okay, enter a date.
1-2 February.
Could you hear the noise?
Enter a date.
So enter a date. What is this?
You are currently on a text element.
This is a text element, so nothing. It's a text element. So
1-2
here,
February 1. You are currently on the date area.
that's a date area. So let's interact with this with VO shift down arrow.
In date area. 12. 1982. 1982. 12. February.
Okay, so we have February
12.
12,
1982.
1982.
12. February.
Shall we do March? So
In date area. 12. February. January. December. November. February. March.
oh, sorry, I didn't tell you what I did. Okay, shame on me.
March. 13. March.
Okay, on the month, VO space, then VO up and down arrow.
February. January. December.
See, and now you can hear all the months. So let's change December and VO space on that one. And I'm assuming it works the same with VO. So if you go to the right with VO right,
15.
15, VO space,
Day 16. Day 15.
day 16, day 16. Also, let's do 1.
Day 19.
up.
Day 20.
No, down,
Day 15. Day 10.
day 10,
Day 4. Day 2. Day 1.
day 1, VO space there. So if I go VO left,
December.
December, the one that I selected. Then if you go to the right with VO right,
1.
1,
1981.
1981. Shall we change this one? So VO space. And what shall we do? 2006.
1980. 1970.
So I'm doing
1985.
VO up.
1995. 2000. 2005. 2006.
And VO space here.
2006. 2006.
Yeah.
3. December. 3. Day 4. Day 3. Day 6. Day 7. Day 3. Day 2. Day 1.
I don't know why it changed that.
2006. 1. December.
Okay. VO shift and up arrow to
Out of date.
stop interact with this one.
Enter a time.
And we need to enter a time now.
08 hour.
Okay. VO. Remember the same noise as before, right?
Enter a time. 08 hour.
That's the noise we are after. Let's see if it works with VO shift and down arrow.
In time area.
And VO right.
08 hour. 08 hour. 07 hour. 06 hour.
So basically what I'm doing now is moving with VO down.
05 hour.
Shall we go 3?
04 hour. 03 hour.
VO space. And I think that's it.
03 hour.
Yeah.
Out of quit. 04 hour.
No, 04. Why?
In time 59 seconds. 0 seconds. 04 hour. 03 hour.
Okay.
Out of time area. Quit. 03 hour.
Oh, right. Okay. I know why. So let's interact again. VO shift down arrow.
In time area. 03 hour.
Here, it's not reading. But if you go to the
03
left,
hour.
03 hour. And then if you go to the right, it says nothing. But if you move with the control option, so VO keys and down,
59 minutes.
you see 59. So if you go back up,
0 minutes.
now it says 0. So we were at 3-0. So let's say we want to do 3:15.
4 minutes. 6 minutes.
I'm doing VO and up.
8, 10 minutes. 13 minutes. 14 minutes. 15 minutes.
That's it.
03 hour. 15 minutes.
3:15. That's it.
15 minutes. 02 hour. 01 hour. 02 hour. 03 hour. 15 minutes. 03 hour.
Okay.
Out of
VO shift up arrow.
enter a time. 4:15.
Ah, you see, it keep changing it. So you know because you decide
In
what to
time
do.
area.
Interact.
04 hour. In time
04,
area. 03 hour. Out
03,
of time.
escape.
Enter a time. 3:15.
Okay, now we got it. And because I've done my task, I'm gonna press the right arrow. But before I do that, I'll stop the recording here, okay? So this is the first half of the training. And you can continue by yourself or watch the second half. We can do it together. See you soon, but guys, bye now. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us on our podcast. We hope you found our content insightful and thought-provoking. Before we go, we'd like to thank all our listeners for their invaluable support. If you enjoyed our podcast and want to contribute to its growth, please consider making a donation via PayPal to delilisantonio@gmail.com. That's D for Delta, E for Echo, L for Lima, I for India, L for Lima, L for Lima, I for India, S for Sierra, A for Alpha, N for November, T for Tango, O for Oscar, N for November, I for India, O for Oscar @gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening.